After I've taken the time to enjoy the gorgeous view, I've decided to change my look and weapon a bit. These flowers were beautiful and the aroma was pleasant. Had me thinking about the glint-haired sorceress. So gorgeous. Crazy, I'm married to Ronnie, but I don't quite have the same feelings I've had as before. From what I've been experiencing, she seems no different than any other demigod. But I must press on. As I walked on ahead, I was ambushed by a tree sentinel. Tree sentinel? Here? Then, like with Mesmer, Yolan appeared and fought at my side. After we felled the sentinel, it wasn't over because there was one more in the same vicinity. After we've defeated them both, Yolan just vanished like before. That Yolan really is an enigma, just comes and goes as she pleases. But I'd rather have her with me than against me, so I'm not complaining. You have my thanks, Yolan. And as the sun started to set, I hopped on Torrent headed east. I scaled the hills of the area, leading me to an abandoned but peculiar village. This place looks lit with gold. And feels peaceful. Amazing. I've never thought I would see a true homeland of Queen America. But I wonder why it's abandoned. Wait, I remember. It was the Horn Scent. They rounded up everyone and chopped them and butchered them. I've once heard that America was the Newman race, but I suppose the Newman and the Shaman are one and the same. And America escaped and somehow ascended to godhood, and after having Mesmer naturally born with fire, wreak havoc on the Horn Scent out of revenge for butchering her people. But Mesmer, also born with an abyss serpent, bore fear, so she confined him here in the lands of shadow, along with the original sin of her people being butchered and stuffed in warrior jars, just to make Grace the permanent enemy of the Horn Scent, and why the Horn Scent that I fought hates us tarnished, and why he wanted to kill Mesmer. That elderly female Horn Scent back in Ballarat wanted him dead too. while all Mesmer wanted was the love of his mother that abandoned him here, just to die from my hand, a tarnished, and the queen herself shattered the Elden Ring, and her children war with each other. She goes missing, and we tarnished, our pawns, stuck in the web of crossfire. Sad, poetic, and tragic. Through my ramblings and tunnel vision, I've noticed I was at a cliff with a path downward. I wonder if something's here. I noticed the roof of a small castle rise. I noticed I was back in Scadu Altus, but it makes sense. Shadowford is in the Altus. What? This looks just like Yolan. A puppet named Anna? The only one I've known to make puppets out of people was that arrogant fool, Celibus. Ymir is a glintstone sorcerer as well, and he did mention Yolan having a sister. This must be her, but why? I think it's safe to say Ymir may end up to be something. He is vague on why he wants me to blow the horns in the finger runes. Does Yolan know this? She is pretty closed off and likes to keep things to herself. She could possibly know already, but I'm pretty sure I wasn't meant to find Anna. I will keep this to myself for now, but I'm going to be more careful. And not drink anything from Ymir. I needed to know more, so I continued as planned to head for the finger runes to learn where all of this may lead. Perhaps Yolan doesn't know, and maybe I could save her from what happened to her sister Anna. Not that she'd want to be saved. She's a tough one, as she is beautiful even in that armor. Finally arrived to the next horn. I sure hope I don't regret any of this. I immediately returned to the cathedral and had a brief chat with Yolan.
I told you once, I've no interest in companionship, but I must admit, Count Ymir did seem very pleased. Perhaps an exception is in order. Ymir is a shining star, in our eyes. the only star upon the black canvas of the night. Our meeting with the Count taught us of the star-draped sky. We know that we cannot reach out to touch it, but we can peer up at its brilliance and heed its guidance. We will never again lose our way in the night.
I see.
I have spoken far too freely. Pay me no mind. Let us focus on our shared purpose, our service to Count Emir. Now, be on your way.
I left her be and reported to Ymir.
Hello there. I heard another sound, colored by your essence. Simply exhilarating, I must say. The stars are dark tonight. But rest assured, this is no ill omen. On the contrary, I believe that this portends a magnificent starry cascade. Now, take this, my final gift to you. May you join the glimmering stars above.
A third ruins, huh? I wonder what other secrets I may find. Only one way to find out.
Oh yes, I believe I can feel it brewing. This evening is a sign of a greater night to come. Do you recall what I said? That Marika and the fingers that guided her were unsound from the start? Well, the truth lies deeper still. It is their mother who is damaged and unhinged. The fingers are but unripe children, victims in their own right. We all need a mother, do we not? A new mother. A true mother who will not give birth to further malady. May you join the glimmering stars above.
A new mother. What mother is he talking about? Oh well, I'll just at least look at where this third map leads. Strange. It looks like the destination is in this very cathedral. That can't be right. Let me just ask Ymir or Yolan. I then noticed Ymir was missing all of a sudden. I thought to investigate myself. This chair has a button mechanism. I see. So perhaps this is where he insists I go. In case of a trap, I'll proceed with caution. Another finger ruins underground, huh? Then suddenly an unexpected person I've recently met attacked me. Yolan? No, you're not. It was the inanimated sword hand of night, Anna. It really was her. Why did she show up and attack? Was she perhaps trying to stop me from following Ymir's request? Maybe I should finally tell Yolan.
Now, be on your way. Stop. What did you just say? Wait, no. Say nothing. I have one star alone, and only his words will do. I will say this much. I am in your debt, but I will hear no more. I have one star alone, and only his words will do.
I just can't get through to this woman. Well, Yolan wasn't hearing me, but I felt compelled to see what Anna possibly didn't want me to see, and maybe even save Yolan if she is in unknown danger. I really think Anna was trying to talk to me, but the only way that she could have was through spirit and combat, which means, like Theralina, her spirit still lingers, not really dead yet. If there is a way, perhaps I can save her too, but I need to know more. Whatever happens next, when I see Ymir, I'll make him talk. The final horn. Can't turn back now. I then awakened in a shallow lake with a monstrous finger-like being in the center. Then suddenly Florisax appeared in spirit form. I'm going to aid you in this battle. You do not understand what this entity is. It is a being from beyond our world. Then I felt like an idiot once again, just like with Commander Gaius. And now I felt responsible that I had to slay this thing. This thing was extremely powerful and unpredictable. But Florisax with her lightning and my strength held on. It's like this thing can control the cosmos and the very fabric of space. It appeared we won, but did we? I still don't know. That was far beyond your comprehension. You awakened an otherworldly being. That is equivalent to a god. Now this will be the last time I intervene in your journey, so survive until we reach my lord as you promised. You have my thanks, Lady Florisax. The signs were there for me to stop, and Anna even attempted to warn me. The 2 fingers at the round table hold and the 2 Ronnie slain, plus all the hand creepers, all came from that, and that is from the greater will? I see. The dragons can warp time and the fingers is space. No wonder Florisax appeared. That thing can be a threat to us all. Damn it all. Perhaps Ymir was right. This all began with the fingers guiding us tarnished to the Erd Tree. I need to find Ymir for answers. When I got back, I was attacked by Yolan.
What have you done? You've wounded Count Ymir most irreparably, such that he wishes for your death, and I must attend to the Count's concerns.
Yolan wasn't listening to me. She was intent on killing me for Ymir. I felt the best thing to do was immobilize, but not kill her in battle.
My dear star, a fine mother, you will be.
Was Ymir trying to become that thing? Or was that Ymir?
Strength. Look here, at my fingers. I will be the true mother. And I will be the only mother.
Ymir, you tricked me.
Oh, my dear children.
My fate had nothing to do with this. It was all to help you gain power. You are no different than a delusional demigod. Now you will die. Another old fool, like Gideon. I'm sure he intended to double-cross me at some point as well. I then checked on Yolan. I'm sorry, Yolan.
Count Ymir, the stars, the sky. I see them not.
Your loyalty was wasted on the likes of that man, but perhaps I can save you the same as I saved Queeline.
Oh, it blinds, as if our night simply never was.
That man fed you lies since your birth. I hope now your spirit learns the truth. I hope we meet again someday, Yolan. Now, since your sister is still around in spirit, let's go to her. Here is where her vessel was all along, Yolan. But hold on, she attacked me. Perhaps I can save her soul as well. I couldn't, but you can. You both are now free of the darkness. I only wish you both had an opportunity to live your lives the way you'd see fit. If I ever did become Elden Lord, I'd lay your spirits into the Erd Tree so that you may be born again into a much better world. No demigods, no war or delusional deceptions. Everyone back at home believed that I was capable, but I've only survived this long due to friends, allies, and good luck. And also, I lack grace, and foolishly committed myself to Ronnie, being a foolish tarnish looking for purpose, for someone or thing to guide me. Perhaps I was no different than the two of you. Ymir gave you both purpose since birth. If only I could truly make a change. After the event with Ymir and the Sister Sword Hands at night, I returned to the Shadow Fort because, as massive as it was also the bridge to where I needed to go next, to an area I've never explored yet. As I've reached the bottom of the elevator, there was apparently a secret thing that this castle was hiding. More living warrior jars. But then, what was that just now? All of this looks creepy. Could this mean that the butchered Shanmans are still alive? And that's why the jars like Alexander can speak? Could he be the same race as Marika? They even sort of look like the images of her. So Marika have an offshoot race of the warrior jars. Radagon has the race known as the Misbegotten, and King Godfrey is the father of us, the Tarnished. It's quite intriguing. It looks as if though Mesmer had this sort of a sanctuary for the remains of his mother's ancient race. Despite everything, he couldn't help but love his mother. I finally located an exit from this basement. Strange, a small door next to a giant one. To the outside was a long bridge that I would need the noble steed Torrent for. Let's go, buddy. As we were leaving and fighting back, it began to rain fire. I see. Another fire knight. These fire knights are really something. Perhaps I should learn from them. Disciple of Rigo, the other unique fire knight. It would be nice to learn how to manipulate fire and weaponize it like they have. Maybe someday. The end of the bridge led me to more stairs and an elevator. At the top was finally my uncharted destination. This place looks like ruins swallowed by jungle. That looks like the inaccessible area of Ballarat. I see. So this must be where I burned the shadow thorns. I'm close. Just you wait, Mikola. So we rush through these lands, exploring around and fighting more shadow beings. Avoiding cliffs and pitfalls. Then eventually we encountered an enemy I haven't fought since the Shadow Realm. Is that a Crucible Knight? Here? It was, but also very different from the ones I fought in the past. Of course it attacked without question, but its helmet was different, and it wielded a huge hammer. I managed to defeat it, but what was it doing here? I see. So the Crucible Knights didn't even know their true origins, besides following King Godfrey. I hope this Crucible Knight learned what it was seeking in these lands. I've learned a lot here myself. Too bad we couldn't have befriended each other. As I ran ahead, I saw one of Mikola's arches, and a note nearby. I'm beginning to wonder if Mikola even has a physical form anymore. I knew it! That seedling was close, and I also knew I didn't kill Dane in that duel. I was excited to possibly fight alongside him for the first time. He taught me how to fight through an honorable duel in meditation. I wanted to show him how much I've improved. So I then hopped on Torrent again and to reach the seedling where Dane could be waiting. We just followed the path to a more reddish scarlet-rotted cave, and it was infested with the malevolent pest bugs like in Kaled, but I didn't waste time on them. And right up the stairs was Dane. It's an honor to see you again, Dane. Let's go. And for the first and only time, Dane and I teamed up, and from the previous bugs, I should have guessed what was waiting for us. A giant centipede woman in a scarlet-rotted lair. Dane and I were in for a fight, but we didn't waver. After we wore her down, she began to fight in an elegantly beautiful but more deadly way. Beautiful pink butterflies were everywhere, but that was bad for us. They produced spores of rot. At this point, I got desperate, so I pulled out my axe while Dane seemed to keep his calm and quiet, as always. But against all odds, we have won. That being was beautiful and disgusting all together. I couldn't have survived this without you, Dane. Thank you. Dane left to leave the burning to me, but I was fascinated by this remembrance. Could she have been the true creator of Scarlet Rot? Combining elements together? I don't know. Maybe. Now let's burn away the shadows. So this is it. Eureka! I was then teleported to the Sky Tower. Whoa, didn't expect this. That looks like where Dane and I were. I suppose he has to take the long way here. Through Ballarat. Oh well, the path is made. I suppose we will all meet here. But I'm a little worried about what will happen after a meeting. As I began to move forward, I thought to myself, if I really am going to face Radahn again, I'd like to fight as I was when I defeated him. The knight that I used to be. There. It's been a while since I fought like this, but I'm far stronger now. So I wasn't worried a bit. The first enemy was a birdhead version of those strong-horned warriors. As tough as ever, but I was determined to reach Mikola. I really didn't know what all to expect from this place, but the whole time, I had a strong feeling that something big was about to happen here today. Wasn't sure what, but it was a heavy feeling like someone's going to... I'm no stranger to death at all at this point, but today just felt really significant, but unavoidable. As I was trying to shake this feeling, I came across more Inquisitors. A bit strange to find them here. But they didn't bother me much. I was more concerned about what's coming. However, next I was up against a horned warrior with the dancing lion abilities. But even this wasn't stopping me. However, I seemed to have made a wrong turn because before I knew it, I was back at Ballarat. I then remembered that old horn-scent woman, the one that asked me to kill Mesmer. Despite learning the truth of it all, I thought I should visit and deliver the news anyway. What's this? Too bad I like Grace. I wonder what Hunter D would have thought of this weapon. I finally reached the old woman's chamber.
Heaven's great and gallant sculpted keeper, I know it in my bones. Thy deed is done. A worthy deed, no doubt, to bring our foes what surely was deserved recompense. Oh, oh, heaven hath borne witness to our plight. Thy gleaming wrath and unparalleled dance. Though a trifle it might seem to thee, I have prepared a dish in celebration. 'Twould please me much if thou might partake. Partake, partake, until thou art sated. O sculpted keeper, I offer my thanks. Thou danced with passing wrath and beauty, such that rightfully avenged we would be. I have never known such joy as this.
She was happy in the end, at least, but I still don't know how I feel about it all. I believe this was the first time someone has made me an actual meal, but I thought it was time to climb back upward. I returned to where I left off and fought my way through. And inside was another Arch of Mikola. His fear, huh? I wish I could abandon mine. No matter what, I couldn't shake this anxiety. Then I wondered, am I going to die here? As I traversed higher, I thought about my allies back home. Lady Kisara, Skady, Yusrei, Melina, Alexander, Lady Nephili, X the Knights. If I died here, I would never get the chance to show how much I appreciated them during our journeys together. And I also thought how much I wished I had them here with me. Then I thought this was no mere demigod I was up against, and I wasn't sure if I would be at this alone or not. But I was sure if the others were here, something tragic would happen. I then began to think about the connections I've established with everyone I've met here. If it were up to me, I'd rather none of us died, but I knew well enough that the world that we lived in demands death. After all of that thinking, I've realized that I was at the final push and I was up against the strongest Horned Lion warrior. I really hope I survive and tell you all about these warriors, Nephalilo. I really wish you could have been here too. Finally, I've reached the top, and I have felt the sense of ominous danger ahead of me. But I knew there was no turning back. I must face this. And then I saw her, Needle Knight Letta. She was here, waiting for me. I knew this day would come. The minute St. Trina asked me to kill Mikola, and hearing Ansbach's testimony, I knew I would inevitably face Letta. That moment is now.
It was never kind of Mikola, was it? The Earth Tree was leading you all along, so that you might ascend to lordship. Why come to these lands to begin with? I suppose it must be what His Eminence, or perhaps the Earth Tree, desired all along. The clashing of the favored lords, such that one would prevail. So be it. If you insist upon facing Mikola the Kind, then I will run you through whoever you might be. Don't tarry now.
Then this means our alliance is over. Have at you, Letta.
Don't you dare approach Mikola the Kind. Needle Knight Letta, Dryleaf Dane, and our allies will never allow this.
I am the Red Mane Freya. The time has come. I do not hope for a worthier foe. This is our moment. Let's make it something to remember.
I was prepared to face you too, Freya.
Just as the woman said about me. Lord of the Earth Tree. Lord of America. You deserve to face the reckoning.
Hornsent, I should have let Mesmer kill you.
I stand to the law. For the dignity of my lord and master Mo.
I never could have imagined that you might be the Earth Tree's rightful lord. Such as it is, this battle could not be won for the birth of a new god and the coming of a lord.
Still not sure about the Earth Tree, but I won't allow Luciferian Mikola to rule.
Well, good Freya. It will be my honor to test my blade against them.
More. I hate we ended up on opposite sides, but I will give you an honorable death.
I am here to serve St. Trina, evermore.
Thank you, Sir Ansbach. And the time of your blade sets my heart aflutter. All the more I will not be rushing at my grasp.
Mikola, please. I am very sorry. I am here only to grant St. Trina's singular wish. I will stop Mikola the Kind. He will never fighting. What tragedy this is.
Tolie, Yolan, Anna. Thank you.
It appears that our interests have aligned. Balm upon my soul it is to be amazed today. My grave.
I can't fathom the imperfections. After knowing how much, what remains of
I'm happy to fight at your side as well, Sir Ansbach.
Nicola the Kind will help us forget.
Farewell, Moore. Dane, let's go!
I seem to have made a poor judgment about you, or perhaps you.
Lara, your head belongs to me.
How readily the sensation returns, the runaway spirit of
The first time I've heard Dane speak was during his dying breath. Tolier, Ansbach, and myself were victorious, thanks to the help of the Sister Sword Hands of Night, evening our numbers.